Well. Welcome to another Marvelous Thursday. Episode 92 and stuff. So it's been a long week for me especially. Long week for me and stuff. I'm the host, Chopper War Dog 008, and that's the co-host.
Estonius, and oh boy, just seeing the stuff we got to talk about today.
Yep. Hopefully not long like last time and stuff because not long and stuff, but it's interesting. It's interesting stuff we got to talk about today for sure. Also, I guess I could give my thoughts about Battlefield 6. The campaign is actually not bad. And stuff. Now, I'm not going to get into no spoilers here because I don't know if Wes is going to play the campaign or what.
Yeah, I got to download it right now.
Oh, okay. But you do get a hot girl in this game, so I can at least tell you that part, right? Yeah, take a look at this. I never thought I would see this again in modern gaming, West. That's the only. This is a new lady and stuff. Now you know when it comes to Western video games nowadays stuff. We gotta uglify our women, right?
Yep.
This is actually the first time in a while I've seen somebody that actually looks attractive.
You're telling me it can be done? Wow, color me surprised.
Hey, this is by EA, the same idiots that made Dragon Age Veilguard. Wrap your head around that.
Well, if we're gonna get technical, BioWare made Dragon Age Veilguard. EA just published it.
So it doesn't count as EA?
It's still within the same vein. But if we're gonna get really technical about it,
I couldn't believe it and stuff. And then the campaign, and then they had another female that turned out to be. Never mind. No. I think I'm hitting spoilers territory, so you find out. I haven't got to the end yet and stuff, but I was kind of skeptical and stuff, so I went on ahead and spoiled the ending for myself a little bit and stuff, so I already know what happens, and it's shocking. That's all I'm gonna say. But hey, I can see why Call of Duty is now pissing themselves right now. Because not to mention, Battlefield might have a solid campaign. It has not only has a campaign and stuff, but they look like they're going back to basics. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and say this about I guess we could talk about Black Ops 7 and Battlefield stuff. So yeah, I already stated that these can't be compared to each other and stuff. But I will say this and stuff. I mean, but it seemed like COD is taking this in some kind of way, so that people are gonna be playing that instead of Call of Duty and stuff. And I would be scared too if that's gonna happen and stuff, right? Because people usually, when it comes to Battlefield and Call of Duty and stuff, used to be people usually play both, right? They'll pick a day to play Call of Duty, then they'll pick a day to play Battlefield. Now people are just like, yeah, fuck Call of Duty, I'm going to Battlefield. Because Call of Duty just doesn't have it no more and stuff. The only way I can see Black Ops 7 being anywhere near good or something like that and stuff, you gotta have you basically just gotta make it Black Ops 2 vibes throughout the whole game.
I doubt they'll do that.
I thought they'll do, yeah, I doubt that too and stuff. But you got to just go the way of the Black Ops 2 and stuff. You have to, because how well Black Ops 2 is well conceived, your best bet is to just have bring aspects of Black Ops 2 back into that and stuff. I mean, if you want to, put your stuff and stuff, like at least make the skins make sense and stuff, right? Not all this Nikki Cross, not Nikki Cross, Nicki Minaj being in there and all that shit. No, just get back to fucking basics and stuff. If you're going to basically bring some aspects of Black Ops 2 back, that's your best bet at this point. Because right now, Battlefield 6 looks like it's going to kick your ass.
Yep, and I just sent the Steam charts for both Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty.
Oh, here we go. Right here, look at this comparison. This is Call of Duty right now. Well, it says October 5th. Okay. That was Call of Duty.
Oh.
So, huh?
Well, it's still it's still the chart, so.
Yeah.
It just, my mouse got in the way of the screenshot.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got confused right there. But you see that right there? Now look at Battlefield.
The numbers don't lie.
Pick your jaw up now and stuff, and look at that shit. How they fallen off. It used to be both sides of the aisle and stuff. That's how it was back then, if I remember correctly. People would pick a day to play COD, and then people would pick a day to play Battlefield and stuff. So they switched it up and stuff because they liked both, right? That's how it used to work. Nowadays and stuff, it's like, hell, if Battlefield wants to cater to the fans and stuff, well then fuck Activision, right? So that's your best bet, Activision stuff, since you don't want to listen to the fans and stuff. Well, now you want to listen to your fans and stuff when Battlefield's got this bad for you. Now they want to listen less.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. The other day I saw something like, "Oh, we removed skill-based matchmaking." After we've complained about it for like 6-7 years, now you finally remove it.
Now they remove it. Now they want to remove it. Now they want to remove it. So does that mean that they're gonna remove the meta too, like meta guns and stuff, and give us like I said, like what Black Ops 2 did, like what the OG COD games did and stuff, and what these modern COD games failed, is that it was always the same gun that became meta and stuff, and then you have to use it, and all the other guns sucked ass, right? Back then, huh?
Yep.
Back then, you would have 3 best guns, but all the guns were still good, right? But it was morally recommended that you use the 3 best guns. So meta was always there. It just depends if you use it right. Do it right and stuff. And that's what they did back then and stuff. It was like you had those top 3 guns and stuff, but any gun would have worked. You would still been able to get your kills and all that shit. It depends and stuff. They decided to take that out and said, "Fuck the fans." Nothing to take a little spook out of your asshole to just see that Battlefield 6 just said, "We're gonna come in and take your lunch money." So yeah, I've been enjoying the campaign and stuff. I mean, it feels like Battlefield. It feels like Battlefield came back and stuff. And I'm thinking about I might play more tonight before I go to bed. I'll see. But I don't know yet and stuff, so don't hold me to that. So yeah, but Wes, we got Disney.
Oh, Disney.
It's just Disney doesn't have it no more. Yeah, they're gone. They're lost. That's a wrap, folks. And then we get to talk about Hussam Piker. Oh my god. At least there's nothing political about this one. So I was happy about that, right?
Yeah.
It's just something very stupid he did. very stupid and stuff. Something very, very, very brain dead stupid that this dude would do and stuff. And I could not expect less from an idiot like this.
And there's more to this. I'll get into that later when we get to it.
Yep. And then we get to talk about you Ubisoft. I can't wait to get into this one. That one, the Ubisoft ordeal and stuff. And then Hollywood. Oh, we got to talk about Hollywood. Uh, Halo is in trouble, and then we got some trailers to watch. Oh, also I got to pull up. I got to pull up what Marvel Studios said that they're gonna be having for 2026.
Oh, jeez.
On this Instagram and stuff. Yeah, fortunately, yeah. I said the same thing. I'm like, Jesus Christ. After this horrible year that they had, wow, the first thing I see is Sonya Deville. God damn.
Just reminding us she looks good.
Yep. She has a whole wife and everything, so I mean, whatever floats her boat.
Yeah, I ain't judging.
So, but it's sad that she's no longer in WWE. I'm sad.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, Marvel posted something that yeah, right there, right there. Okay, so we're gonna save that for later. So, because I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to share that. Let me see. Can I copy the link so I can save that? Yes, I can. There we go. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that when we get to that on their new slate that they announced at New York Comic Con. That's their TV shows and stuff. I don't think they're releasing much movies next year. So I guess while we're on there, I guess I could say the movie. The only thing I think we're only getting 2 movies next year, Wes, from Marvel.
Only 2.
Yep. I think it's Spider-Man: Brand New Day and Avengers: Doomsday. That's it.
Ooh. This ain't
So,
looking good, Marvel.
huh?
This ain't looking good, Marvel.
They're gonna. I feel like this. They're gonna have one hit, just one hit out of this. Spider-Man: Brand New Day. If they don't put Yelena in there. I guess we'll start with that. So, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. If you don't put Yelena in there, because it looks like a good all-star. It looks like a good casting. If you take a look right now, and they finished filming stuff, even though Tom Holland got injured on set. But they were still able to finish and stuff. Here it is. So we're getting back. We're getting back Bruce Banner. We're getting back to Hulk and stuff. So Hulk is coming back and stuff. So I like that. Damn, he's actually. So wait. What? He's ahead of Tom Holland.
Jeez.
This is a Spider-Man movie, not a Hulk movie. But I know he's gonna be playing a big role and stuff. So it's gonna probably be a big role and stuff. So I mean, every Spider-Man movie has at least one Avenger showing up in the movie, right? I think No Way Home had Doctor Strange. Homecoming, I think, had Nick Fury, right?
Yep.
Far From Home had Tony Stark.
Wait, I think I got those mixed.
Let me see what I'm gonna have to look up Robert Downey Jr. right quick then. Do my research on Oh, it was Spider-Man Homecoming that he was in. Far From Home was Nick Fury, and so Spider-Man Homecoming was Tony Stark. So you're gonna, of course, have Avengers show up and Avengers show up for every movie and stuff. So this time it's the Hulk showing up and stuff. So yeah, and then fun fact, we got the Punisher too with that. That's gonna be something to see. And by the looks of it, looks like we're Yelena free from this West.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good. And then they're breaking in Tombstone, Wes.
Yeah, played by Marvin Jones III. That is a good casting choice, I gotta say.
Yep. Tombstone. Okay. Oh, this is
And they're bringing in Scorpion, Matt Gargan.
Oh shit. They're bringing in Scorpion too. I have a feeling that they're going to team up with villains versus the heroes here.
You know what I think we're going to see?
What?
I think we might see the Sinister Six.
The Sinister Six. Are they going? But they have to bring back Dr. Octopus and a couple of others too, because they were there too. So they might come back. I feel like Dr. Octopus might come back. Because he was in No Way Home and stuff, and nothing happened to him. So it would make sense to bring him back. If they are making the Sinister Six and stuff, it would make sense that, okay, now we know why that Hulk and Punisher are going to come, be helping Peter Parker. And that's basically the only ones that can and stuff, because there's no Avengers.
Yeah.
There's no, literally, what's her name? It's the Valentina was right. There is no Avengers. So, all right, I'll take that though. It's gonna be so. I think I'm gonna have a good time with this movie. Avengers Doomsday. I have no hopes for that movie.
Yeah, no way in hell that movie is succeeding.
Nope. So, like I said, but Spider-Man Brand New Day, even if that does succeed, you know what that money's going to? Sony. Disney ain't seen any of that shit, even though you have like two Disney Disney Marvel characters are going to be in there and stuff, but still, this is a Spider-Man movie, so the profits are going to Disney. I mean, not Disney, Sony. And speaking of Marvel and stuff, yeah, this show, you remember Eyes of Wakanda?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it flopped like that. It flopped, and the studio that made the damn show files for bankruptcy. Wes.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Wow, Marvel, wow, Disney, good job. You killed a company. Another one, another company, a company falls victim to Disney's stupidity. Who would have ever thought, West?
It's like Disney has the reverse Midas touch. Everything they touch turns to shit.
Yep, that's basically. You guys fucking, like, Disney has lost it in him and stuff. Oh yeah, we got to talk about Tron Ares after this too and stuff. Cause I went and saw the movie. I'm gonna fucking hate myself for this.
That sounded. It was not a very good movie, was it?
Oh, just wait till what I have to say about that shit. So, sad news and stuff after we read this. Sad news, as Axel Studios, the Scottish animation house that has recently produced the Marvel Animation 4-episode miniseries Eyes of Wakanda, produced by Marvel Studios and Ryan Coogler. Still can't believe this guy got his name attached. Like, Ryan Coogler, you need to haul ass away from Marvel, man. Like, he had a good hit with Sinners, and then he comes back and does Ironheart. This shit. Like, what the fuck? Has reportedly filed for bankruptcy. Forbes has revealed the tragic news of Axis Studios, founded back in 2000. This company's been around as long as we both have been on this earth, West.
That is crazy.
And they died.
Killed by Marvel.
No, killed by Disney. It's if anything, all faults go to Disney. They own Marvel. They fucked Marvel. So another tragedy from the talentless hacks of Disney Marvel. Brought to you by Bob Iger, the Weatherman. Founded back in 2000, going under, citing a cash flow crisis because you didn't make no money because you probably kept putting out shit like this and thought you were making profits. As the reason behind the closure, as the Black Panther prequel spin-off miniseries was their last project, and despite getting the opportunity to work with Disney Marvel and it doing solid streaming numbers alongside critic audiences and praise, it wasn't enough to save the company from closing. I like how they had to shield for this shit, West.
Yeah, they're like, oh, well, despite it being good, it... No, don't try and save face here, Disney. We know the truth.
That's what I'm saying.
We know that shit was booty.
That's what I'm saying, because if it was good, then why this company had to close its doors? What a coincidence. They filed bankruptcy after this show ended. If the show made money, they wouldn't have to had to file for bankruptcy. So don't try that. Don't try that shit, Disney. We saw do that shit quick. As the BBC adds, the Scottish-based studios is looking at a job loss of 160 people. Their severe cash flow problems are said to be due to a combination of declining number of their projects and rising labor costs. So, which means shitty TV shows. They have also worked on Halo, League of Legends. Wait, is that new League of Legends show that was there? What was it called? Arcane.
I don't know.
I don't. But they did Halo.
Assuming that means like they did cinematics for Halo.
Probably so. I think they did. I think they did work on the things though. Well, Halo fell off the cliff. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
That's hard to
that later.
Huh?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later.
Yep. Emmy-winning Love, Death, and Robots, produced by Tim Miller. I don't know about that one. They even worked on the teaser trailer for the upcoming Blade video game, directed by Paul Mitchell from Marvel, Bethesda, and Arcane Leon. Okay, and where is this said Blade game?
Yeah, it's the same as the Blade movie. Well, where's it at?
Yep. Again. What is with anything of Marvel? Just say we don't know how to make a Blade movie or video game.
How hard is it to make a story about a man killing vampires? They did it with Wesley Snipes back in the day.
We got more Blade and Deadpool, Wolverine, and Marvel rivals than Marvel Studios could even think of a Blade movie.
That line just continues to ring true. There's only been one Blade.
There's going to ever be one Blade. And I got it right here. It's the case for the folks in the back.
There's only been one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade.
Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, this yeah, how long is this? They announced this a year ago, West.
Almost 2 years ago. My God.
And still nothing from the Blade video game.
It's radio silence, apparently. What the hell, man? I thought y'all...
Good lord. Apparently they don't know how to make a Blade. Blade should be easy money. All I want to do, and honestly, I was looking forward to this video game because because that actually sounds like a good thing I need after a hard day of work, just something to kill.
Yeah, just giving us a chance to kill some vampires. Like, how hard is that?
Yep. The only thing I don't really fool like things with vampires and stuff, but I'll make an exception for Blade because Blade was cool, made it cool killing vampires, right? So like, it even see that. Uh, well, what is this? Oh, oh! I think I found their problem, Wes.
Hmm.
You see that? You see that background they have?
I see.
I wonder why. I wonder why they went out of business. Maybe if y'all didn't virtue signal too hard and stuff, maybe this wouldn't have happened. So you get what you fucking deserve and stuff, and now Disney done killed your fucking company. Good job for trusting Disney to get Disney to help to make this. Another victim claimed by Disney. Speaking of travesty from Disney and stuff, guess what's coming? Guess what we're getting, West?
Oh boy.
More Dave Filoni's bullshit of bullshit fantasies of him jerking off to a Star Wars Clone Wars. I don't even fucking remember where she comes from and stuff. Like I said,
he comes from the Clone Wars. So
okay, I was actually right. Damn, I guess I do know my Star Wars. But yeah, his fantasies from jacking his meat off to Ahsoka. We get a season 2 for this shit. Boy, Dave Filoni sure is gonna be beating this meat to this one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Seeing it like it stuff, it's like, good lord, man. I can see this man just on set while they're filming, looking at Rosario Dawson being Ahsoka. That's all you hear, Wes. Now, anybody who thinks Dave Filoni's here to save the day, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're gonna be very disappointed. Oh my god, man. The fact is that and guess what? This show suffered from low viewership. So why is this shit not canned? Oh, but you know what we needed in our lives, Wes, for our Star Wars project, right? We needed stuff according to Bryce Dallas Howard and stuff. Yeah, the same Bryce Dallas Howard from Jurassic World is directing this and stuff, and she should be ashamed of herself for saying this stuff. Yo, it's so good. It's so good. It is a beautiful. It is thrilling. It is adventurous. But you know what we're missing? The one thing that we're missing from a Star Wars project: romance. Okay, I get this straight. Yeah, I get it. When you talk about Chopper, there's always been little romance in Star Wars. Yeah, but it's not at the forefront of things, right?
Exactly. It ain't the forefront. Like, sure, there has been romance in Star Wars, but let's face it, you ain't watching Star Wars for the romance. Nah.
This ain't no rom-com or any of that shit and stuff. This is supposed to be focusing on battles in space, you know, battles in space, force things, uh, people fighting for territory and all that shit and stuff. That's what Star Wars is supposed to be about. It focuses more on the action aspect and how these characters become about and how these wars happen and all that shit. That's what it's focused on and stuff. This should be like a basically like a side quest for characters, right?
Yep.
Like here on the side, like you can have little romance scenes here and there and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that and stuff. But what Kathleen Kennedy and her clones like to do is think that this is a girls' brand TV show, so they think that Star Wars fans want to see romance at the forefront. Oh, and by the way, I haven't told you what type of romance it's going to be in West. I haven't told you
Wait,
the type
I
of
sure
romance.
imagine it's going to be between a man and a woman.
Yep. Oh no, that's just too great and stuff. You see why I said that when it came to a Disney product, I was shocked to see Fantastic Four, the most heterosexual thing ever. I was shocked to see Pedro Pascal even kissing Vanessa Kirby. Because Pedro Pascal, I would think, be the last person to touch a woman. Which, by the way, fun fact: Pedro Pascal's getting a movie. Movie gets to be gay. West.
Oh boy, I'm sure he'll love that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I finally get to be kiss a man. Oh man, I mean, do what you want, Pedro and stuff. It's your body, man. I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're happy out there and stuff. But yeah, the romance that we're gonna be getting and stuff, instead of like Luke and Mara Jade. Who's another couple that who did Padamine dated?
Anakin?
Yeah, Padamine and Anakin. I'm forgetting the couples. Who Leia dated too?
Leia and Han?
Leia and Han? No. Sabine and You see, that's how checked out I am with Disney Star Wars. I don't even remember this character's name. I just remember that that's Sabine. Let me see. I'll probably find the name. Oh, Erza Bridger and Sabine went. Sabine. Gay kiss. Lesbian kiss. Who would have never seen that coming? This is why I said this is why people say Star Wars is dead. Yeah, you want to focus on you want to focus on romance, all right, and stuff. Romance that caters to the fucking weirdos and the fucking shippers and shit. That's you want to cater that to and stuff. Not the common sense romance, the type of romance and stuff like the couples we stated. That would be too heterosexual for us nowadays, right? That would be advertising for nuclear families and stuff. I'll never forget what Sweet Baby Inc said in two streams ago, two videos ago, Wes.
Oh yeah.
Nuclear. It's a crime and stuff. Yeah, I can see it now. So yeah, yeah. This is what she's talking about. She's so focused. It's like instead of being focused on like advertising the show for it to be adventurous, we're about to have some nice fights, maybe some nice fights from Ahsoka and stuff. Maybe Anakin Skywalker might show up again, right? Romance is the forefront of what Bryce Dallas Howard said. Really? Do you even did you even read in? Oh, I forgot. Disney threw that shit in the trash. I forgot about that shit. I keep forgetting, Wes. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
So this is basically a shill article and stuff, and I guess we can read the shit that we want in there. So Bryce Dallas Howard described Ahsoka season 2 as beautiful, thrilling, adventurous, and romantic and stuff. You should have left it at beautiful, thrilling, and adventurous. Beautiful for the amazing scenery, right? Of course, Star Wars has its great scenery. Thrilling, for all your little action scenes, your intense moments in Star Wars. That makes a Star Wars project. And adventurous, yes, of course, and stuff. But you should never said this if you wasn't gonna say it right. And it's the latter description that has perfectly caught the attention and stuff. Of course, to you, whoever wrote this article and stuff, that you want to see something romantic. Of course, this is what Disney caters to. People like this. Because God forbid we get a nuclear family and stuff. Maybe we could get Ahsoka Anakin to make a kid that carries his legacy, right? Honestly, never mind. I just fucked that up. Um, God forbid Ahsoka finds herself in a love relationship and is able to have a child that basically will carry the future of Star Wars stuff. Makes sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd think.
You think with this being focused on Ahsoka stuff, she will be able to find herself a love interest and stuff. If you're gonna focus on romance stuff, maybe you can take the time out to have Ahsoka find her love, so that way she can find somebody who will that will give her the baby, and she can bear the child and stuff, and the child could basically be her legacy. Works for me. I would have been fine with it. That's usually what romance is used for in Star Wars. It's for a child that they're going to eventually use for a future project. In fact, assuming that there are any massive character introductions in the new season, there are very few options whatsoever for romance and stuff. Some might guess that Erza Bridger and Sabine Wren could strike up a romance and stuff, and that's something that nobody wants to fucking see, Wes. Yeah, we totally want to see that shit in a fucking TV show that is about Ahsoka. I'm shocked that Dave Filoni didn't have Ahsoka go lesbian.
Don't give him ideas now, Chopper.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, there's one that's not the question, Wes. That he might have Ahsoka get fucked by a dog. Did you hear about those rumors?
What?
Yeah, I think I heard something about him having a fantasy for shit like that. It was fucking weird and stuff. I hope that is not true, but I heard something. I swear to God, if you have Ahsoka getting fucked by a dog, I'm gonna fucking roast the hell out of you, Dave Filoni. As they had time seemed to lean the way that Star Wars Rebels, in the way in Star Wars Rebels, but that they ultimately had a brother and sister dynamic later on in the show and stuff. Oh, I forgot. Okay, that was the male. That's the male. Okay, this would have made sense. I take that back. Yeah, that's something that people wouldn't mind seeing. Okay, yeah, there's a Bridger and Sabine Warren. Okay, Sabine win. Okay, that works. But that's too heterosexual, Wes. That's too hetero. Moreover, in the Ahsoka season 1 finale, Erza was back up the main Star Wars galaxy while Sabine was trapped on Perida. So that's out the question, Wes. So much for the nuclear families, Wes. However, a much more popular I like this. It's a technical this. A much more popular season 1 romance theory was between Sabine and Shin Hati. Hati means lesbian. Yeah, that's totally popular. So why would you write this in the article? A much more popular Ahsoka season 1 romance and stuff. What, by the shippers that you see on Twitter? Who's listening to that, Wes? Nobody wants that. You would have been better off doing Sabine and Erza and stuff, but you have to forget that Disney lacks creativity. Wow, man, this is why your shit fails, Disney. This is why, because you're so focused on shippers and weirdos and shit that you have no way of turning things back. So you inject this weird shit into Star Wars and stuff instead of doing the right thing. Nobody's saying that you can't have romance and stuff. You're gonna have romance, do it right. And not this bullshit in Dave Filoni's fantasy and stuff. That's another thing he's gonna be jerking off to. Although they were introduced as adversaries, with Shin being the apprentice of Balin Skull, this ship quickly became popular with the Star Wars fan. By who? Who wrote this article? I want to know who wrote this article before we continue on. Oh, of course, it's a woman, Wes, by the name of Liz Declan. White woman. Yeah, of course. You would cater to shit like that, Disney. I couldn't expect that less from you. It's always the white women. White women. Not all white women are bad, by the way. Once the finale saw Shin trapped on Paradise as well, theories and rumors only grew. Oh God, Wes, look at this shit. They had to have
Jesus Christ on a bike.
Y'all love y'all Ray Skywalker, don't y'all? Oh yeah, Ray. We totally want to see.
Oh yeah, Rey and Kylo Ren. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Oh, that's the worst shipping of all time, man. That shit right there was. That shit right there. You knew the Star Wars was coming, West. Whether Star Wars would actually confirm a romance between Shin and Sabine is questionable for various reasons. For one, Star Wars has generally steered clear of explicitly queer relationships on screen. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because people are tired of seeing that shit. People just want normal storytelling and stuff. Normal relationships that make sense. Like, if you're going to do fucking romance stuff, make it make sense and stuff for the characters that actually are a thing in the source material and all that shit. And just leave it alone and stuff. All this switching up for gay representation and all that shit should not. It's just tiring. It's just tiring. Nobody cares. The closest the franchise has come is an on-screen kiss between two women in the background of Star Wars: The Rise. Oh my god! Look, you don't even want you want rather than just watching the fucking movie. You just look in the background. Hey, look, there's two women back there kissing. I swear these people just they just look at something, they just pick it up, Wes, and be like, yeah, let's do that. You cannot be serious with this shit. So yeah, there you go, Wes. You want more gay romance?
Hell no. But unfortunately,
We're probably gonna get
you
it.
know, yeah. And then they're gonna blame us for not watching it.
Yep. Hey, don't blame us when your shit fails and stuff. So go ahead and do what you gotta do, Bart Dallas Howard stuff. But don't blame us when your show fails and stuff, because I'm pretty sure that everybody's checked out. And I think after acting like I can safe to say, Star Wars is fucking dead. It's gonna stay dead and stuff. This TV show, along with the Mandalorian Grogu, possibly that Star Wars Starfighter movie, might be dead in the water. Might be dead in the water and stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, let's talk about Tron Ares, shall we, Wes?
Yeah.
I forgot about Tron Ares and stuff. I finally went and saw it and stuff. Now Michelle wasn't interested in seeing it and stuff, but I went on ahead and watched it anyways and stuff because I did say I wanted to watch it, right? That I did say that I had a little interest. I was curious to see what they would do with this one. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Took everything that made Tron Legacy so good and erased it. You would think Disney would continue pick up from that, right? Because it was a good way to leave off of, right? No, they fucking decided, hey, let's see what happens when we girl boss the fuck out of Tron. Once again, Wes, we're left with this movie is left with girl boss to the close to the sun, and that Eve Asian chick, Wes, is a is basically Ray Skywalker, Skywalker in Tron. I didn't think I would be able to say that. They somehow did it. How the fuck did you make characters that hate it? Oh, even better yet, there's articles also coming out stating that Tron Ares is a disappointment. But yeah, I just like to get to the point when I state this when it comes to stuff like this. Disney has lost their way. I don't know, like even their own brands, they can't make any more good movies out of their own brand. This is something that they created themselves back in the 80s. The Draft Punk, this is what they created. And now they have no idea what the fuck they're doing with it no more. That's see Bob Iger. That's kind of what happens when you fire all the people that actually cared about the damn property and hired all these activists. This is literally going to be your fucking legacy right here. The man who fucking killed Disney. Tron Ares is a piece of shit. It's just flat out. What story is there to tell? Oh, Jared Leto. I don't know why. And Jared Leto should have been your red flag right there. You're that, and they brought in the acolyte Jodie Turner Smith, right? Another red flag. That it was definitely, and she was, oh my god, made us want to feel. Guess what? She's the villain, so but they want us to make us feel sympathetic for her. I knew that was
Of
coming.
course.
Yeah, I knew that was fucking coming. When she was cast, I was like, "There's no way that this is gonna be a true villain. They're gonna just make us want to feel sympathetic for her." I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Greta Lee, fucking abysmal in the movie. Fucking Ray Sky, like I said, Ray Skywalker rewritten. But here's the thing: Daisy Ridley did it better, though. I'll give her credit for that and stuff. But it just should be no way that we gotten this low. You put a Ray Skywalker in the Tron movie and stuff. So I can basically say this: Disney killed Tron, killed their own franchise, the Tron franchise. That's another brand you done killed and stuff. So you know what else they got? So what do they have? What they go from here, West? Where do they go? You done killed everything in your brand. All you got now is just all they got now is just live action remakes, sequels, prequels. I can make a bet with Disney right now, Wes. I bet you they can't even think of a new property. I bet you they can't even sell you a new property and stuff. They can't go back to the drawing board and stuff and be like, we need to make something new and stuff. I want to bet you, so I will be fucking rich if I made that bet with Disney. That you would not be able to make a new property that will bring in people to watch the movie and stuff. I guess they kind of did with Elio, right? I guess they kind of did with Elio. That failed too, by the way. So I rest my
Yeah,
case. Huh?
yeah, and it's pretty much like what I said before. Pretty much like what I say. Just because it's original doesn't mean it's a good idea. Just because an idea is original doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Yep. It sounded. The thing was, what got me is that it sounded original and stuff. It was like it sounded good and stuff. But when then you go see the movie, it fucking sucks. Like Disney has, it is clear as day that Disney has fired everybody that was creative. Now you're left with activism in there, and that's what this movie suffers from and stuff because they girl bossed the fuck out of this movie. So the movie sucks. I wanted to fucking rip my testicles off and stuff. Case closed. They killed another franchise. That's my full review. So they killed they killed Tron. Holy shit and stuff. All right, Wes. I think it's time for us to talk about our favorite most beloved YouTube Twitch streamer, Hassan Piker.
Yeah. So this boy recently got into some hot water for well for for shocking his dog on stream, and he tried to play it off like, oh, it's a vibrating collar, it's a vibrating collar, or she clipped herself on something. No, motherfucker, it's clear as day that you shocked her. Oh, and guess what, Chopper? He tried to
What?
show the collar. He took the
Right there?
prongs off.
Yep.
Yeah. He took the prongs off, covered the bottom with electrical tape,
Oh
And then
yeah,
try to
that
say,
is
"Look, it's a
definitely
vibrating
shot
collar."
caller.
Boy, I don't know who the fuck you trying to fool.
That's what I'm saying. What is that big? You said it's not a big. He said this is not a big shot caller. What is that big thing right there? That is crazy that dog got fucking shot. And then the way it yelped, a dog doesn't yelp like that because it stabbed itself or it hit something, right? A dog doesn't yelp like that and stuff. A dog, and so it's clear thing that that dog got fucking shot. You over here abusing your dog and stuff, and then you want to play it off. Oh, by the way, we got people that is willing to defend this dude too.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, and that's not all. Some videos recently came surfacing up again of Hassan pulling a dog's tail, threatening to kill it, and it's basically just Hassan is an animal abusing bastard.
I couldn't expect less from this dude and stuff. I mean, this is the same dude that said 9/11 was well deserved, West. At least one of them. If he
Yeah.
doesn't care about human life, if he doesn't care about human life, he doesn't care about a damn dog.
Oh, that's not all. He got his little girlfriend to say something like, "Well, if you guys,"
He has a girlfriend.
I know, it's shocking, isn't it?
This man has a girlfriend. I didn't know. Wow. How did he? How did he fucking? I would think that I don't. I didn't. Do we know what this girlfriend looks like? I want to know.
She's basically a run of the mill Twitch thought.
Of course. So she's brain dead too. Okay. That's all I need to know. Okay, they built right for each other. Dumbass with dumbass.
Yeah, and she basically came out and said, "Well, if you guys cared about this much about a dog as you do about Palestine, like,
Oh my god.
She had to bring it up." Just like
Politics, politics in a
well,
fucking dog abuse situation. Lady. They need to pull up a picture of his girlfriend, his dumb girlfriend and stuff, so I can uh, speak there. I still can't believe he has a girlfriend. It said he probably lied about that too. Huh?
oh boy, this whole fucking.
Yeah, he's probably hiding that shit. Okay, so it's this girl, right? Okay, yeah, I heard about this. This girl was the one that said it and stuff, I think.
Yep, I think that was her.
Yep. Yeah. You can already tell. Son, you ain't gotta hide it from much stuff. I know you're scared that people will roast you for how the fuck you got a girlfriend and stuff. But I mean, if the girl's fucking so dumb, too dumb to see through your shit and stuff, then I guess she deserves you. So this is the supposed girlfriend right here and stuff. Her name's Valkyrie. Probably not a known streamer and stuff. Besides when she says very dumb shit. Uh, Valkyrie. For once in your lifetime, can you come back to reality before you start throwing politics at everything and stuff? Because first of all, this ain't even about politics. I know you're so used to talking about it and stuff. You just can't help yourself. But this is a fucking animal. This is an animal that is being beaten, possibly being beaten. And you just sitting here laughing up a storm that the son is just allowed to get away with. Well, he's not really allowed. People are. I think there's been some. He's actually getting investigated, West. Has it been confirmed that he's being investigated?
I have not heard anything about it, but I hope that's true because
I really hope that they need to be investigated. This man needs to be investigated. How the fuck is he able to get away with murder? So every time, I feel like that's what's going to happen. Is he's going to get away somehow, or Twitch is going to protect his ass. They love his son. His son can't do no wrong according to Twitch and stuff, but yet he's beating on. But it's clear as day that he shocked his dog. Then we got dumbasses like this, who he's probably fucking too, speaking up for him and stuff. So but it doesn't surprise me not much from Sam Piker that he would do some shit like this. This brain dead ass dude, small testicles probably and stuff. Surprised if he is dating Valkyrie stuff. I'm surprised he even got that, was able to get his dick into something, West. Because a girl with common sense would look at this dude and be like, "Get the fuck away." Actually, I got a fun clip that I saw on Sinners, right? Let me see. We might need to make a new thing, West.
maybe.
Haley Steinfeld said it best. I gotta find it right quick. It's mind if I find it?
Yeah, you can find it real quick.
All right.
Blues. Oh no, they play your ass out for you. Got it. I ain't going. No, they play the blues just fine. Me off. Or get back to them crack.
Fuck. Yeah. Let's see. No, we don't see her getting fucked, even though that it was a nice scene. Here we go.
You should be here. You see, I'm with the twins. With the twins? At the train station. I'm their little
twins. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out my face.
I am with.
That's what they would have told him, Wes. Let's hear that again for those in the back, right? This is what Hassan Piker would have got with a girl with common sense, or at least for my girlfriend would have told her stuff. Yeah, son, this is what any other girl with common sense would have told you.
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out my face.
I am with them, man.
Oh shit! Sounds just about right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face. I wonder how many times this man's been rejected.
Probably a lot.
He's probably been told that already, then. And stuff. And here's the proof. Like, if you need proof of this dude legitly doing it, just watch this terrifying clip.
Of America's much more consequential.
While we had to listen to his terrible political talk, too, by the way.
Violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
He pressed the button!
Did you see how did you see how he was looking off screen?
Yep, you saw him reach for that button.
There was 100% a button off screen.
That's what I'm saying. He reached that button and so. See that? I gotta play this in slow motion. You can see it better if you play this in slow motion. Let's see, 0.5. Watch this.
Just fucking go, just stop.
Look at that shit. That's not funny, but you see him reaching for that button, Wes.
Yeah, you see him reaching for that button. Now they try to. Now, of course, his audience is trying to say, "Oh no, it was a vibrating collar. She got her dew claw stuck." Even if that was the case, any normal pet owner would have at least been like, "You okay?" Like, would have gone to check on the dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I had a dog and I heard her yelp and stuff, I'll go in the check her and be like, "Hey, what's wrong?" and stuff. And then the dog's looking like, "Okay," and then I'll go try to help and stuff. This dude went and shot the dog, and he would go bother to check on the dog.
Even to call her a spoiled baby, like.
Hassan, you're not fooling anybody, man. And then he wants to try to play it off like if he was innocent. Hell no. We saw you reach for that button. Huh?
Yeah, this man. You are not innocent, Hassan.
There's no way you beating these allegations and stuff when you over here reached for a button. This dog probably was just going to stretch. He probably wanted to stretch. He probably like, I need to stretch.
Please just fucking go.
Look at that arm.
Just stop.
You are guilty as fuck, Hassan and stuff. Yeah, you need to be investigated after this shit, but I know Twitch is gonna probably pay some hush money. You can already tell. You can count on it, Wes.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some hush money being paid to save his ass because they need it. They need his They need him. Hell no, you ain't beating this shit. Your reputation is ruined. It's already ruined and stuff. But now that we know that you're a dog abuser and stuff, there's no way you're gonna come back. Of course, you're gonna still have your followers, but who would want to hire you after that? Holy shit, man! This man tried to play it off after it's caught in 4K, and if you play it slowly, you can see he was reaching for something. That doesn't work, Hassan. People saw what you did. You're gonna pay for it. This is
I didn't say nothing, but I will say this though. This dude, like, he has to know where the bodies are buried with Twitch. Like, there is clearly some. He clearly has some dirt on somebody at Twitch.
He has to know. There's no way that this man is still on Twitch doing what he's doing and still get away with it. So I don't understand how this dude should have been after that scene right there and stuff. Twitch should have been like, yeah, you gotta go, son, and stuff. Now you over here abusing dogs on our platform and stuff. Hell no. We're willing to go the lengths and stuff, let you go your lengths and stuff because you make us money apparently and stuff. So we'll let you do what you want to do. But abusing a dog, yeah, we gotta cut you off there, right? That's what Twitch should be like, right? Because it's one thing to be an idiot and spew your political bullshit. It's another thing when you start abusing dogs. Now people got a problem with that. So we'll see going forward. We'll see if anything happens to Hassan. I highly doubt it. I'm not holding my breath that this dude gets any type of consequences. He's probably going to just get a slap on the wrist and he's back. I bet you, West.
Yeah.
Nothing ain't happened to this dude. Twitch loves this dude too much. He knows something about the bodies and stuff, and he ain't gonna back down. So Twitch is gonna continue to go down the rabbit hole and stuff. So Twitch is something, but Twitch, all I gotta say is you could actually give yourself a little redemption arc by I don't know, getting rid of this dude for once and stuff for abusing a dog, so we can at least you care about animals, right? And save yourself a reputation stuff, but we know that you're not going to do that. So you're going to continue. So after this is said and done and stuff, your reputation as well for defending this dude, it's just going to continue to tarnish and stuff. You pretty soon there won't be a Twitch no more, West. I'll give Twitch about 5 years to live, right?
Even if that.
Yeah. The only reason why they're still afloat is because Amazon is funding them. But even then, Amazon needs to come out and investigate this shit too, Wes. So we'll see. Wes, we gotta talk about Assassin's Creed. So, you know the recent game Assassin's Creed Shadows came out, right?
Yeah.
That failed, right? So, Ubisoft got down in their right mind that it was okay, and that this is gonna that since that was apparently gonna do well, so how about we make an Assassin's Creed game set after the Civil War, feature a black assassin who was formerly a slave, would fight the Ku Klux Klan.
You know what? I will give Ubisoft credit on this. At least this is a better idea than what ever the fuck Shadows was.
You know what? I really think about it. Yeah, it is a better idea.
Like this could have potential. It's not the first time they did it in a DLC for Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Yep. Actually, it's like, but it gets like, the problem is, it might get mediocre very quickly, though, right?
Yeah, just like with any of the newer Assassin's Creed titles.
Yeah, so like, it will work for a little bit, but then people will stop playing it, though, and stuff. That's the thing. That's what I have a problem with and stuff. But y'all should have done this from the get-go and stuff. At least you would had yourself a decent looking game. It would just get boring after a while and stuff. Because I mean, it will be satisfying for a little bit to, just get on the game and just go kill KKK members, right? It's the same way with like a game like Wolfenstein, right? Where you're set to kill Nazis and stuff. That's how it is and stuff. So it's like you play it every once in a while and stuff, but not all the time. But the reason that they canceled it was very stupid and stuff. Leadership canceled it concerned with U.S. political climate and Yasuke backlash. What the fuck does any of this have to do with that game? Ubisoft really still thinks we're living in the civil rights era time period, don't we? Don't they?
Apparently.
First of all, that's set after the Civil War and stuff. And besides, you can't make up that excuse and stuff, because you want to know why? BioShock Infinite can debunk that instantly. BioShock Infinite came out in 2013. And, well, got remastered in 2016, I think, along with the Rapture games and stuff. BioShock Infinite had very, very harsh environments like that and stuff. Like when you get when you see like, I think the first level and stuff, when you start your journey on Colombia and stuff, after the raffle incident, there's a I could go look this up right now, because luckily I did it on my channel and stuff. So I'll show you the footage and stuff, and then I can explain it better there. Let's see. BioShock Infinite.
Father.
Alright. There was a poster that I wanted to show. I don't think I showed the poster. Oh, there's a poster right there, but I don't show it. Fortunately, I don't show it and stuff. But a better example, Finkton. This part right here is probably the most controversial thing that Bioshock has ever had the guts to do and stuff. Wes, they live in the most poorest environment, right? And it's very racist down there and stuff. Like they're very racist down there and stuff. And you see how like the poor conditions, like they're just leaving them to die basically and stuff. And it's very harsh and stuff. Shows you like the type of racism that black people faced in 1912. So it works. It fucking works in today's political climate because nobody had a problem with it when they did this with Bioshock Infinite. So why the fuck? So why'd you cancel it, Ubisoft? I could probably tell you why they canceled it, Wes. They probably was going to tie something into today's political climate and stuff, and say that it was not. I bet you lots of money on that, West.
Yeah.
So it can be done. I don't know why you canceled it. So because if Bioshock did it, if Bioshock was able to step that boundary and stuff and not get backlash for it, then so can you. Because the Finkton part was actually a harsh reminder of how life was back in 1912. Even with well, Columbia actually does exist, but it wasn't floating. But yeah, it shows where you like, and you're not creative and stuff. At least these people that made Bioshock Infinite was creative. So I don't know why. I don't even know why I try to compare that game to that and stuff. But I mean, if you want to talk about political climates and shit in video games, like I said, look at this. I made that explains everything how I feel about that. And so look at Malcolm X's face. He's like tired of this shit. So West, guess what? What Sony might be doing now? Even more good news. Sony's going to go just ditch the Western studios and go back to Japan.
Hell yes.
Good. Yeah, that's what I prefer you to do, Sony, at this point. So honestly, I say fuck with the Western studios and stuff. Look, people have been loving your games from Japan and stuff. You've been doing that since the 80s. Since the 80s and stuff. Honestly, that would be a good way to go. That means that we get stories like that. We don't have to worry about no modern day political bullshit in our video games. And we can just get down to earth storytelling and stuff. That's good. I want that. So they're gonna do this. The rumor has it is that they're gonna do this if Ghost of Yotoi and Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet fails. And guess what, Wes? Ghost of Yotoi, they're hiding the cells right now, Wes.
That's surely telling, isn't it?
They're hiding the cells, and there's even rumors that it's not doing well. So that's already strike one. That's already strike two right there and stuff. Strike three is if this game fails. If this game fails and stuff, then Sony might be doing just that. I'm highly going to say this. It is going to fail. Ain't nobody looking for this game. You see that ratio, Sony? Y'all didn't see that ratio? Nobody wants this game. So best bet is you better get ready. Sony, you better get ready to pack your bags and head back to Japan. So I hope Sony packs their bags and heads back to Japan and stuff, because this means that we don't have to get no more shit from what's his face from Naughty Dog, right?
Yep.
And then we don't have to get no more weirdos, Ghost of Itoi bullshit. And look at this. Who wants this wannabe G.I. Jane idiot right here? Wannabe Demi Moore bitch right here. At least Demi Moore rocked the shaven head. She, however, just ugly. Like, you're not that woman. Demi Moore was that woman. Like, I don't know why. I keep what's that naughty? What's that guy's name? I can't believe I forgot the guy's name. The asshole
Neil
that we all
Cuckman?
hate, huh?
Neil Druckmann?
Neil Cuckman and stuff. I don't know why Neil Cuckman just didn't base this character around Demi Moore. Like a Demi Moore type of figure and stuff. Somebody who actually looks attractive that can rock a shaven head. Or something like Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver walked a shaven head. Remember Alien 3?
Yeah.
She rocked the hell out of that shaven head. She was that was a fun. I was like, you know what? I don't care for that shit. That shaven head ain't nothing. So she got the looks for it. But it's Neil Cuckman, so what you expect? You don't know how to make attractive characters if he looked at Sigourney Weaver and Demi Moore at the same light. Part thinks that they're ugly. But yeah, Sony has a problem with Western studios. Yes, they do have a problem with Western studios. They keep pushing some type of weird messaging in the story. Like I said, unattractive women. That's definitely a big problem. So I'm tired of looking at unattractive women, which is why I praise Battlefield for finally putting an attractive woman who you play as in Battlefield 6. And better yet, better yet, she's a badass and stuff with character development. So I'm praising that one. But yeah, it just showed you that where Western is and stuff. It's just best for us to get our games from Japan and stuff. The export ordeal, right? Because I would rather play games like Mario, Sonic, Ace Combat. Thankfully, that's still in Japan and stuff. Thankfully, that's still in Japan. Um, Gran Turismo, I think it's Japan, right?
Yep.
So I'd rather be playing those games and stuff because like I said, at least I will look at attractive things. Anyways, we get to talk about Halo, Wes. Halo's got a big problem, Wes. It's not looking good.
Oh boy.
People at Halo are walking away from the project. Their chief of staff is gone. Watch it. So we got a post from Rebs Gaming and another post from probably somebody that works in there and stuff, talking about the problems that are going on in the Halo Studios right now and stuff. So Halo fans, I'm sorry to tell you, you might not get a game ever again. I think that's it for the Halo franchise. They killed it. Halo's veteran art director of 70 years suddenly left Halo Studios and posted a very concerning message which hints at major issues. This comes less than a month after former chief of staff Melissa Boone left. They got rid of her. She left? What? We talked about her before, Wes.
Yeah, I remember.
That weirdo actually fucking left. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So you think that, like, when you read this and stuff, you think that this is good news and stuff, but it actually is not, unfortunately. Because I mean, with her leaving and stuff, yeah, that part will give you some hope. Like, hey, maybe they said fuck her, fuck her and stuff. We ain't gonna put this shit in fucking Halo, in a fucking Halo game. I can tell you that's far from the truth, man. I can directly confirm Halo Studios has leadership issues. I explained in my new has leadership issues. We're not gonna watch the video because I don't want to. Give him the credit. We'll just read this. This doesn't mean that the studio hasn't made major improvements to things like development structure and studio collaboration, which I still believe is true. This also doesn't mean that new games are doomed, but yes, I can now confirm that there are leadership issues. I mean, we had to see when they finally put a game out. That's the only way we could tell if the shit's really fucked up there and stuff. Because I mean, the good news is that did this just freeze on me? Yes, it fucking did. The good news is that this girl, this thing left. So I mean, that's one thing. So that doesn't mean that there's still more of them in there, right? Because if you saw that video of them introducing Halo Studios and stuff, there was a ton of them in there. Just because one leaves doesn't mean that there are others. I'm not sure how much Microsoft has to do with it, but information is being kept off record ATM to ensure privacy. Once I'm able to report specific details, I will share an update. Okay. That is funny. That's hilarious, West. They can't even get this shit together. Maybe you shouldn't have hired activists. Activists fucking suck. How many times we gotta teach you this, old man? And every time you hire activists, shit like this happens. This is a prime example. Like, take a look at this. Halo's veterans art director of 17 years suddenly walked away from Halo Studios and posted a concerning message hinting at the serious leadership issues. I can personally confirm there are leadership issues. So this person, I think, might have worked there, right? Probably has walked away too while at it. Or she probably has an insider and stuff. So we'll take it with, so take this with a grain of salt, but I wouldn't put it past it that this is probably happening. Someone on the inside told me that Pierre Hintz is running the studio like an old boys club. What does that mean, Wes? Old boys club.
I have no clue.
Yeah, but there's not really much men in there, isn't there, and stuff, because you got all these activists in there. So more like an old activist club? I can see that. Everything I've been saying, every leak, every warning keeps getting proven right. I even said Halo Studios fired Joe Staten and Paul Bertone, two of Halo's original creators. There you go. That's why I said don't give your hopes up just because Melissa left. They just fired two of their original creators that made the Halo franchise. So you know what that means. Because that's the same fate that Call of Duty suffered. Remember, all the people that made the OG Call of Duty games are no longer there. And yet I've been called a liar, mocked, harassed, and slandered just for telling the truth. And they don't want to know the truth itself. They'll do anything to try to silence you. Now the same people who mocked me are scrambling to report it. Hilarious. If you still believe Halo Studios is any different from 343 Industries, you're a clown. I believe it. So do you believe this, West?
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, this person I could. Like anybody that poses that thinks that she's lying and stuff, you guys are really fucking idiots and hoping for you have false hopes. Like seriously, you ain't getting no good Halo game no more. She just told you right there that they fired Halo original creators. When you don't have the people that were literally the staples of a project, that project is not going to hit the same. It has been proven time and time again. Look at Disney. Look at Call of Duty. Two prime examples of something that used to be gods, now reduced down to nothings. So we're going to read this. As of today, and after 17 long years, I am officially no longer contributing to the Halo universe. There is a little more I can say for the moment, though I intend to share this particular story in its entirety when it's absolutely safe to do so next year. In the meantime, I have a message for everyone and anyone and everyone who needs to hear it. I know that the state of our industry seems dire, but never forget that you are free to choose. No illusion of security nor promise of wealth or fame or power is worth trading away your health, your dignity, your ethics, or values, and no one can force you to do so. Stay strong to evidence when necessary and find where you belong. As always, I'll be here if you need to talk. So, just by what this guy said, Wes, it sounds like it's really fucked up in there.
Yeah.
Good lord. So he's gonna probably drop a truth. You know how Bo DeMayo dropped off that truth bomb on Marvel?
Yeah.
This is gonna be basically that right there. He's gonna drop off a truth bomb that's gonna hurt so bad it's gonna ruin the reputation of those that fired those original creators. Halo ain't coming back from this. Oh boy, Halo Studios, you're fucking in trouble, man. We'll just wait till next year. This guy is gonna hand your ass another one. Woo-wee! I can't wait. I can't wait for next year, Wes. Well, I'm not trying to rush this stuff, but still, I can't wait.
Yep.
Wes, we got another trailer.
Oh boy.
For this terrible, terrible show that Northern History keeps pissing out. How the fuck we even got a season 4 now, Wes? And look at the ratio. What you think was gonna happen?
Yikes.
You can release 3, 5 trailers, 10 trailers and stuff. Nothing ain't gonna change. People have checked out when you said fuck the fans and fuck Henry Cavill. You thought people were lying? They said, you fired the showrunner or we just walk away. And they did. You already bleeding because of the whole Cuties Part 2 incident, right? So why would you do this? Netflix just keep digging themselves in a deeper hole. Another video game adaptation going down the drain. Or books, I should say. I don't know. What The Witcher was a book or a video game?
I think it was a book first, then a game second.
Okay, so another book adaptation going down the drain then.
Geralt, you've spent a lifetime battling monsters and men. Your entire being is dedicated to finding someone.
Here we go fucking again. We gotta find... Y'all been trying to find Siri for the last 4 seasons now. Do I really want to finish this trailer, Wes?
I'm not sure if I do, but...
What could be worse?
Will you fear you failed? You're Siri.
Always lost, never found.
She's not who she says she is.
None of us are.
Oh, that's how. That's how. Make it look like shit and put every girl boss there is possible that I can ever find in one season.
We are joining Geralt across the continent to reclaim her.
What a company I've ended up with.
What? Whoa. What did I see, Wes? Whoa.
What a company.
Doors!
Wow! Look at that, Disney. They hired actual little people.
Netflix! I can't believe it. Disney, these two could have been playing your door since. That's their fault. That's their loss. Ain't that funny, Wes?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I cannot believe it. They got some dwarves to even Lord Hishritz idolized the dwarves.
I've ended up with.
Something is shifting on this continent. Bogafort is gathering an army. Whatever he's up to, Ciri's at the center of it.
Of course, everything revolves around Ciri, apparently. Revolves around Ciri and stuff. That hasn't been done before, hasn't it? Girl boss there, too! Look at this!
Be mine.
Can we win this fight?
Girl boss!
We can if we build an army of our own. We need to save Ciri.
We are stronger together.
You'd abandon a life of peace to join me on a death march.
Was that Laura's French?
Until the day you die.
Me on a death march.
Yep.
Until the day you die.
No fucking way they put him in the show. Oh, God. Not Lawrence Fishburne. Oh, that's the person I last would have think that would be involved in the show. Wes, it hurts. It hurts. Not Lawrence Fishburne.
You did not mention anything about an ominous graveyard of death.
Let's fucking move!
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's supposed to catch our eye for this dude Geralt and stuff? He said the F word. He had to drop the F-bomb, West? Yeah, totally.
What if I can't save her?
Will humanity survive another day?
Saving someone is the most important job.
The Witcher is in a state of flux. You are becoming something new.
Today we fight for our future! How will you be reborn?
Y'all done girl bossed the fuck out of this season. That is sad. So let me get this straight. It's gonna be a bait and switch, isn't it? And stuff. Yeah, I see why y'all hired Liam Hemsworth now. The discount Thor. Cause y'all gonna fucking cuck him and stuff. You see all these girl bosses they had, Wes?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are gonna be the center forefront. So Geralt ain't gonna be able to save. You think Geralt's gonna be able to save Ciri? Hell no. It's gonna be all the girl bosses that say there's gonna be a fucking girl boss saving Ciri and stuff. I see it from a mile away. So you ain't fooling nobody. You can bring in Lord Fishburne, try to bring in Liam Hemsworth. No offense to him and stuff, but I'm sorry. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna fucking lose this war of Netflix and stuff. You girl boss the fuck out of this. And nobody cares. So, yeah. Oh, West. They delayed by the way, West, fun fact. They delayed Wonder Man to January 27th.
Oh boy.
So we don't have to worry about this till next year, Wes. So we're bringing in the new year with another shitty TV show. Huh?
Bringing in the new year with another shitty Marvel show. Fan-fucking-tastic.
And well, let's give it a chance, shall we, Wes? Let's give it a chance, though. We don't know. So, those of you who don't know about Wonder Man, he was a popular comic book character, all right? So we'll go ahead and do a little research and stuff, because I didn't know who he was and stuff. I never seen him in, I don't think he was in a Marvel animated TV show. A Marvel animated TV show, and he was really big in the comics and stuff. He also, I think he was an Avenger, Wes. I think he was an Avenger and stuff. So you would think. So let's get this straight. You would think that the Avengers would be involved in this, right? So I'll give you the background of this character from what I've read and stuff. Simon Williams is the son of the rich industrialist Sanford Williams, owner of Williams Innovations. Simon inherits the munitions factory after his father's death, but the company profits fall due to a bigger competitor, Tony Stark. And who is Tony Stark, Wes? An Avenger. And his company, Stark Industries. On the events of his brother Eric, Simon tries to embezzle funds from his company, but is caught and incarcerated. Simon, desperate and blaming Stark for his predicament, accepts an offer from the master villain, Baron Heinrich Zemo? Enchantress pays his bail, so Simon agrees to become a pawn in Zemo's plan to infiltrate the Avengers. That sounds like a good plot for a Wonder Man TV show, right? Right there. That right there I read to you sound like a good plan. This is somebody who starts off a villain, probably eventually Zemo betrays him and stuff, and the Avengers go in to save him. He joins the Avengers. Possibly can make sense for Avengers Doomsday, doesn't it, Wes?
Yep.
I can see this working. And stuff. Maybe you can have like a little flashback of with Tony Stark and stuff. Means you bring back Robert Downey Jr. to play his old character. This could be something special right here and stuff. Something special to bring us introduced and stuff. Right? Well, at least the teaser trailer. They don't use the trailer.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos gum. Yes to fresh.
The entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive filmmaker Von Kovac sprung out of retirement to sign on for his first franchise film and remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I know your question is, why one more superhero film, man? Everyone is tired of superheroes. Why go see them in the cinema? Wonder Man spoke to me on a deep level. There is an opportunity to shock audiences.
Holy shit.
To reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you given any thought about casting?
What the fuck was that?
I think that might be a perfect commentary on how most people feel about the MCU right now.
You based a show behind superhero fatigue? Oh, that's not even the worst part. You waste swapped a fucking white guy again. Wait, whoa. This is just a teaser trailer stuff. Maybe Marvel, maybe they're just, it's part, we watched the wrong thing, right? You probably watched the wrong thing. So let's check out the official trailer, West.
The entertainment world is stunned today when internationally celebrated and reclusive.
Oh my god! Oh. I had to give them the benefit of the doubt. Well, so much for Wonder Man. So much for fucking Wonder Man. Marvel, are you seriously smoking some type of crack cocaine? Right? Are you fucking ODing right now on something? You okay? Did they?
Exclusive filmmaker Von Kovac sprung out of retirement to sign on for a remake of Wonder Man. Mr. Von Kovac, could you tell us more?
Everyone is tired of superheroes. There is an opportunity to reimagine a whole genre of storytelling.
Have you thought about casting?
Are they fucking serious right now?
Bro, they cannot be for real.
Are you fucking serious right now, Marvel? You're that creatively bankrupt that you can't even tell us a story of how the actual character is. He's not no actor. He was something like Tony Stark before his business fell to Tony Stark's business. He's supposed to be a pawn against the Avengers and stuff until the Avengers figure out that it was Zemo using him as a pawn, so they try to save him for that. And this is... And you give us this? Let's finish this trailer. I'll save my thoughts after this.
So, what's this big audition you were talking about?
It's a huge opportunity. I'm auditioning for Wonder Man.
Did you hear about Wonder Man? I need to be in this movie.
Sorry, you crazy.
I was born to play the...
Oh, of course. They had to put a fat black chick in this.
And of course, the black man said, I was born to play this character. Jesus
Christ.
This character.
Oh, you serious? Boo, they are already talking to Leo.
You just gotta go out there and crush it.
What the fuck is this?
What's wrong?
I'm trying to come up with a backstory for the character.
Well, trust the words. Just show up and say them.
That's not my process.
Well, your process can go blow a spider.
Guy's killing it in there, bro.
Where have I seen him before?
Pretty sure he used to be a terrorist.
Next!
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
Listen to me, Simon. The callback is happening now. Just be normal.
Normal man. The breakdown is go method.
Come in. Mr. Kovac will meet you in the living room.
So you all here to meet Von Kovac? Hello, everyone. I want to explore the place between fiction and non-fiction.
That's tight.
We are going to make the last movie on Earth. No one will have the balls to make another. And action!
Any news from Von Kovac?
There is news to be the first to know.
Unless you call me again, in which case I will never tell you.
Jesus Christ, there is no way in hell.
What the fuck was I looking at? This is the same universe that held Infinity Saga.
I'm supposed to believe this is part of the MCU?
You expect me to believe that too, Wes. You expect us to believe that shit. That this is part of the MCU. The same universe. Where Thanos... The same universe where the Avengers had to kill Thanos. You expect me to believe that? What a low bar we have fallen here, Wes. We go from Avengers Save the Day. We go from Avengers Saving the Day reduced down to this. What is wrong with these people? Disney, just stop making Marvel movies, please, for the life of it. You have no idea on what the fuck you are doing at this point. You have officially become creatively bankrupt. Now you're just over here patting yourselves on the back now at this point and stuff. Because what I got from this, oh, you want to know? This is about basically Hollywood patting themselves on the back. Oh, we're going to make a movie about superhero fatigue. And the brilliance of acting. I cannot
Jesus,
believe
already sounds fucking boring.
it not only sounds boring, it sounds like it's gonna be a nightmare to get through. I thought Ironheart was a nightmare to get through and stuff, but at least that had some action in it, right? And you know that director that was the president in the Superman movie, West. He played as the president of what was that country? Bolivia or something? And then I think this was Black Manta in Aquaman. Oh my god. What a fucking travesty this is and stuff. That Marvel is so creatively bankrupt that they didn't even bother to follow this story. Make an Avengers movie about having a little feud with Tony Stark and the Avengers, working for Zemo and stuff, him starting off as this I guess considered villain and stuff, turned into a hero, right? Maybe he has a redemption arc, right? After he finds out that Zemo is not his friend. Holy shit. This is gonna suck. Yeah, we're in for a terrible start to 2026, Wes. But that's not all that Disney has to offer us, Wes. Because you think they'll learn their lesson, right? Hell no.
No.
Hell no. because they have now resumed early development at Disney with the Tangled live action. After their horrendous failure that was Snow White. I mean, okay, I'll give them credit. At least Lilo Stitch hit and stuff, but like I said, no original story anywhere. Disney, I want to bet now if you can even tell a original story using one of your own brands. Can you even do that? I bet you they can't, Wes. Because you still have to resort to live action remakes and shit. Oh, better and worst of all, Wes, Scarlett Johansson finds herself into this shit too. Wait, I thought she was done with Disney. Maybe she made a deal with Disney. So they're probably gonna have to pay a fuck ton of money to her and stuff after what they did. That's what I'm betting. I will not blame her either herself. Get that paycheck and stuff, cause you can. So you ready for the Tangled live action? I'm not.
No.
Hell no. I'm not ready for that shit. I don't care if Scarlett Johansson's in it. But we finally got the slate of movies, the slate of TV shows at least for 2026, West. So we get this travesty on January 27th, West. We get Daredevil Born Again and stuff. Now, I will say, that's probably the only thing I'm looking forward to, right? Because they brought in Jessica Jones, right? So we might be getting Luke Cage, we might be getting the Defenders in that TV show, right? So I think this will be all right, right? So what you think, Wes?
I hope it'll be okay.
Yeah, but I think it started off slow. So I think what they were trying to do was try to build up, and then later then once they get a season 2 and stuff, I think they were going to start seeing the badassery, right? All the badassery. So we're gonna get the Punisher. We're gonna get Jessica Jones, has already been confirmed, and Daredevil and stuff. So we got three Defenders and stuff. So I think it's gonna be we're gonna have a good time with it and stuff. So I'm hoping that all of the Defenders come back and stuff. Even better yet, bring back Patsy Walker, Hellcat and stuff. I would love to see her too. I don't know if you saw Jessica Jones, so you know anything about Patsy Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see her come back, so that would be cool. That'd be cool to see her, see Rachel Taylor take the role and stuff. So, yeah. So this is probably the only thing I have a little hopes for it. So to see if they finally give us some action, we can finally get down to business with Daredevil and Fisk. We're getting X-Men '97 in the summer and stuff. They get another season of this shit. Your friendly neighborhoods. Okay. And then we get Vision Quest. So what me and Wes are gonna do and stuff is we're gonna be taking into this shit travesty and stuff. Probably gonna be bored to death. So we're gonna be bored to death here. We're gonna be hoping that they can give us some action finally, right? So we'll be definitely checking in on season 2 of this. And then we're gonna check out Vision Quest and stuff. Cause thankfully, West, I think Jack Schaefer is not on the project, West, so that gives us a little hope. Let's see. Try to. Fuck. Not that Vision Quest. Okay, I guess I gotta put in Marvel. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna get they're bringing Vision back. So it should be a little interesting and stuff. But guess what, Wes? It's free of Jack Schaefer. So that gives us a little hope that this may be good. I hope. So you got anything else you like to add? Is that it?
Nope. I am all good.
All right. 2 hours. That's good. That's good for us. So, anyways, we're gonna sign out for now and stuff. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or video that I make and stuff. So, this is Chopper signing out for now. Peace.